Good evening, board members. Tonight we're going to have the board meeting for December 2019. And at the beginning of this board meeting, I will present the financial statement of December 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2019. This is the 9 months financial statement of our current fiscal year, as our current fiscal year starting from April 1st to the next year, March 31st, 2020. And hence, this financial statement is a very important key factor for us to apply and prepare for the budget of the next year. And in the following presentation, I'm going to showing you some the important or significant area, and also to make that financial statement clear to all of you. At the beginning, when we want to see that financial statement, we move to the page number 3. Here we can see the statement of financial position, which means that we can see our current total asset and total liability, and hence total asset less total liability is the corporation's current equity. So we can say total asset is 4605868.73, and the total liability is 235,229.17. Hence, the corporation number 1, 2, 3, we have the total equity. The total fund balance now is 4370639.56. And also here we can see the total fund balance, it's including two parts. One is our operating fund, is negative 22037.16, and our reserve fund 4392676.72. And at the starting point, we know that our total fund balance, or our total equity, we can then to move forward to see the details and also the other areas of our financial factors. When moving forward, we can see that table. It shows all of our account categories. It compares the current period, year to date, and the yearly budget. We can see the actual spend and also this year's budget, the variance for this month, and also the year to date numbers. Here I already attached with the variance report to the documents I sent to all the board members. We can see the we can see that it gives you like a more clear. It's kind of like similar to this one, but add notes at the end of this table, so it gives you this explanation or statement for why this variance exists, or is there any reasons behind this variance. I want to point out, because we are going to make the budget for next year, given this is the 9 months financial statement. For some of the spending, we can see we have a very large variance by now. So let's say for the landscaping and snow removal, let's say 9440, we can see this is a negative variance in this year, in this month. And we can see if we let project the number to the year end, we are going to be like under budget for this account expense. So that's why when we consider for this one, we not only see that variance number, we also try to project the number and its spending to the year end, so we can use it to apply and prepare for the next year budget. So based on all the expense to year to date by now, and for this account category for the next year budget, I would put notes to to advise the board member or to the whole corporation to increase our spending to, let's say, to increase approximately 5,000 for next year's budget for this category. And also here's some other issues. I put the explanation like the fire safety non-contract. Similarly, like this one, like the one for the landscape and snow removal. And I would like to see for this one, probably if some of the major repair or the replacement, we can remove it from the operating to the reserve fund. Otherwise, we're gonna be like over budget, and for the next year, the budget will increase sharply for this spending. You can have a review of all the details of the virus report, and if you do have any questions, you can get back to me and let me know. I will give you like a fully detailed answer for the virus report. And we get back to the statement of the operations. So at the end of this table, we can see that we go to the page number 7. So we have the current net income, and we can see that the current period we have the net income is 12244.9 for the corporation. And when we moving forward, we go to the account receivable aging summary. Here we can see that it's all the arrears that are involved with the corporation, either owning to corporation or owned by the corporation. We can see the total owning to corporation is 48816.23, and the corporation owing to the other parties is 600423.25. Given this is like a timeline on the table, and the corporation has 90 days to register a lien to have the legal right to get this paid by the third party who owns or who owns money to the corporation. We will focus on the 2 months, 3 months, and over 3 months, which means for the 3 months, before the end of the 3 months, the corporation will need to register lien to the third party. Let's say for this 5,000 arrears for the co-op, the corporation needs to register the lien on that title. In case after 90 days, the corporation will lose the right to get this collection from this party, and it will cause more for corporation to resort to the legal consulting. And when we keep moving forward, we can see that account payable schedule. That's the total payable is a negative $344.4, and accrued liability. Well, I would like to give you an idea for the accrued liability, which is different for the total like account payable. For the accrued liability, there's a time gap between the work has been done and the invoice sent to the corporation. Normally, when we start the proposal and issue the PO to the contractor, or the work has been completed by the contractor, but before the invoice has been billed to the corporation, we already put this expense into our liability. But for the outstanding balance on the account payable, it doesn't show that. So That's why the accrued liability will be different from the total account payable. And here's we can see that we have the accrued liability is 39476 and 0.44. Here is the previous one is the operating accrued liability, and here is the reserve fund accrued liability. They are the same category. They are in the different fund account, but the principle is the same. It is that the service or the work done by the contractor, but we haven't received any invoice regarding with this service or work. When we keep going on, we can see the statement of the reserve fund. At the beginning, we can see that the year-to-date reserve fund carrying forward from the previous year is 437.1, 463.9, and we have make the contributions through our monthly maintenance fee. A portion of that common elements assessment, which the monthly maintenance fee goes into the reserve fund. So by the end of this current period, we can see that at the end of this period, we have negative balance for the reserve fund. We can see that with the contribution, the total contribution is less than the total expense. That's why we have the bracket of the negative numbers, but the balance is still negative, and we can have an increase for our current year reserve fund. And here is the general ledger transaction. We can see all the account and its transaction happened with the details. Let's see, either debit or credit, and also the balance to the end of this period, which means the December 31st, 2019. And also, like the one I mentioned in the variance report for the fire safety work, which is the one non-contract work. When we review with that, if the board wants to have a review and agree with the management, we can move it out from the operating fund to the reserve fund. It also shows in this general ledger transaction report. We can see the details, the memos, and also the vendor we hired for what kind of work we do. After the general ledger transaction, we'll go to the review. It's a bit longer because we have all the expense details here. So after this general ledger transaction, we can see we have trial balance, which is the details for the balance of the account. And also the reconciliation details. This is the bank information for because we make the payment and we make the payment to the contractor by check. We receive the payment for the common elements fee from the owners, from contractors. So it's all done by the check. We can see the bank statement balance at the beginning, and also we can see like each check has been made and has been cleared, the date, and so on and so forth. And also some of the checks has not been made, has not been cleared. So we will focus on that because the check has like 6 months validation. If the contractor didn't receive it or like they lose it, we need to ask the accounting department to reissue that one. If that's pretty much about the financial statement presentation. If any of you has questions, please let me know. Thank you.